Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another video. Now, apologies if my voice is sounding a little bit raspy. I am, feeling a little bit under the weather, so apologies because of that. But guys, on today's video, I did want to talk to you guys about Barcelona currently exploring the free agent market. Jonathan Tah and Joshua Kimmich are two players that Barcelona are keeping an eye on, and that potentially could Barcelona go for even more free agent players whose contract is expiring at the end of the summer of 2025. And then as well talking about Dani Olmo as he has picked up a knock, talking about Lamine Yamal, and lastly talking about Roque as he speaks about his struggles at Barcelona. But guys, before I get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you guys stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. But guys, let's get straight into the video. All right, guys, let's get straight into the video and let's talk about Jonathan Tah, because Jonathan Tah was a Barcelona target in these last couple of weeks, but because of Barcelona's financial situation and their FFP restrictions, they weren't able to go after Jonathan Tah. But that does not mean that Barcelona's pursuit for the German center back is over. Barcelona right now, they want to sign Jonathan Tah as a free agent in the summer of 2025. Jonathan Tah, he has made it clear that he's not going to be renewing at Bayer Leverkusen, and right now it's going to be up to Barcelona to convince him to join the side. And this is what Jonathan Tah had to say in regards to continuing at Bayer Leverkusen. And he says, "I am not going to sign a new deal with Bayer Leverkusen. My decision is made. I will give my best until the end here, and then we will see about my future club. But my decision is to go and try a different experience." So right there, Jonathan Tah, he out and out said, "I will not be continuing at Bayer Leverkusen. I will be looking for a new club at the end of the season." And Jonathan Tah, he had an immaculate season for Bayer Leverkusen last season, and let's see if he's able to continue this form. But Jonathan Tah on a free, I think he'd be an amazing pickup. And just like Joshua Kimmich would, because Joshua Kimmich is another player whose contract is ending in the summer of 2025, and right now he hasn't wanted to renew with Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, they are going to continue to basically negotiate that contract and renew him because they do not want to lose him out on a free. But just like with Jonathan Tah, there are other clubs that are interested in Joshua Kimmich. Teams from the English Premier League, and also teams such as Real Madrid. And so Barcelona are going to have a tough time trying to sign Joshua Kimmich. But other than Jonathan Tah and Kimmich, guys, when I'm looking at the free agent market in 2025, guys, the players that are available are absolutely amazing. You have players such as Jonathan David, Sané, Salah, Heung-min Son, Calvert-Lewin, Amad Diallo, Edward. In the midfield, you have Kimmich, Kevin De Bruyne, Longstaff, Anguissa, Cherki, the attacking midfielder. And in the defenders, you have Trent Alexander-Arnold, Alfonso Davies, Jonathan Tah, Virgil van Dijk, Dumfries, and even in the goalkeeper, Lunin and Bajes. And so the free agent market in 2025 is going to be absolutely spectacular. Now, some of these players, they are going to renew their contract with these clubs, but not all of them. Some of them, they are going to be leaving for free. And looking at that list, guys, which players would you guys want to join Barcelona on a free? I'm looking at Heung-min Son. I think Heung-min Son at Barcelona on a free, especially knowing that Barcelona lack a left winger, would absolutely be amazing. Jonathan Tah would be a good pickup. Joshua Kimmich, fantastic pickup. Obviously, for example, if we can sign, Alexander Arnold or even Dumfries, reinforce the fullback positions, but I don't see that as a priority. But Jonathan David, Barcelona, they lack a striker. Lewandowski, he's going to be ending his contract very, very soon. He's getting up there in age, or for example, could you say, let's go for a superstar? Let's go after a Mohamed Salah or a Virgil van Dijk, reinforce that center back position even more. But it's going to be exciting next summer, guys. Barcelona, they're going to have a ton of positions to reinforce. And Jonathan Tah and Joshua Kimmich, Barcelona keeping an eye on both of them, and they're going to be trying to sign them on a free. But now, guys, I'm going to be talking about Dani Olmo, because Dani Olmo, unfortunately, he did pick up a knock in the match against Serbia. And Luis de la Fuente, he talked about Dani Olmo, and he said Dani Olmo took a hard hit in the last game, and we don't know how he will feel by tomorrow. He won't train with us today, and he is a doubt for that game against Switzerland tomorrow. And if I'm Luis de la Fuente, I do not play Dani Olmo whatsoever. Right now, Spain, they're playing in the Nations League, glorified friendlies. The players don't even take this competition seriously. So why risk it? Why risk injuring one of your key players, and a player who was absolutely phenomenal for you in the Euros? Why risk it? And this is bad news for Barcelona, because if Daniel Olmo is indeed injured and that knock appears to be, what's it called, a little bit more serious than is expected, then he is out for a significant amount of time. But right now, it's only a knock. He is undergoing medical tests, and so we're gonna see, how serious it is. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. Hopefully, it's just a hard, knock and everything like that. But I will be sure to keep you guys updated. And Luis de la Fuente, he also talked about Lamine Yamal. And this is interesting because Luis de la Fuente, he was asked about Lamine Yamal playing too many minutes. And this is what he has to say in response to that. He says, "It's lucky that we have a player of such a level and that he plays so many games for our national team. If you can't play 180 minutes in September, turn it off and let's go. We represent our country and play to win." So right there, Luis de la Fuente, he says, "Hey, if Lamine Yamal is available, he's going to play." And I'm looking at that quote, I'm thinking, are you sure this is the right thing to do? Even though Lamine Yamal is arguably one of the best wingers in the world, and arguably one of the best players in the world, we still have to remember that he is 17. He has been playing a ton of minutes for Barcelona and for Spain. You have to manage him. You have to give him some rest and everything. His body is growing and developing. And I understand, Luis de la Fuente from his perspective, knowing that, hey, you want to go win. You're playing for the prestige and everything of the Spanish national team. But it's the Nations League. It's glorified friendlies. The players don't even take this seriously. Don't take the competition seriously. Why risk, playing Lamine Yamal in these matches when there's no need to? If you want to play Lamine Yamal, fine, sub him out in the 60th minute. In the first game, don't play him. Play him in the second. There's no reason to play him in so many minutes, knowing that Barcelona, they're heavily reliant on him. And I want to know your guys' opinions on that. Do you guys agree with Luis de la Fuente saying, hey, if he's available, he should play, or do you guys, a little bit on, or share my opinion, saying that, hey, it's not the best idea to basically overload Lamine Yamal, because the season is long and there are going to be injuries. And so, moving on, guys, the last thing I did want to talk to you guys about is in regards to Vitor Roque, because Roque, he did talk to Mundo Deportivo about his struggles at Barcelona, because currently he is on loan at Betis, and that he spoke to the media about his time at Barcelona. And this is what he has to say in regards to that. He says, "It was complicated in general. I thought it was going to be different. I had some opportunities, but not in the way I thought." And continues, "Now I'm focused on Betis, and I thank God for the chance to wear the national team shirt again. My mind is clear now." Vitor Roque, he talks about working with psychologists. He says, "I've always gone to therapy and had a mental coach. It's helped me a lot since I was 16 to overcome obstacles. Being in Europe is tough, especially when you leave so young for a big club." And lastly, he talks about his struggles at Barcelona. He says, "Sometimes you don't see what's really happening inside, how people treat each other. It's hard, and my head wasn't always in the right place, but now my mind is at peace, and that's what matters most." And that's some insight from Vitor Roque in his time at Barcelona. He talks about how it wasn't easy. He talked about working with psychologists, and that's something that's going to become common, guys. Players working with psychologists, working on their mental health, because the pressures to perform at these big teams and at the highest level of professional football is just so high. The pressure is so demanding that these players, they are human after all. They're going to struggle with the stress and the pressure to perform and everything. And unless you're an absolutely amazing superstar who lights it up on the day one, you are going to go through this. And I feel for Roque, but now that he is away from Barcelona, hopefully he is able to develop and is able to show his best level, because Roque at Brazil was absolutely fantastic, one of the best young emerging talents in the world of football. And hopefully he is able to show that level in Betis. And who knows, when it comes to Barcelona, potentially we have an amazing striker in our hands. But guys, that was it for the Barcelona news of the day. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts on everything discussed on today's video. Barcelona exploring the free agent market, and what do you guys make of Luis de la Fuente's words in regards to Dani Olmo potentially picking up a knock, and in regards to Lamine Yamal. But Guys, as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.
Vamos.